guys, it's the big morning. I'm going to see, just parked in town. It's the day of seeing my psychiatrist, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm extraordinarily nervous, and I don't know what I'm nervous about. I was trying to explain this to my friend, Michelle, last night, and to Nads this morning. I think it's about the fact that he's going to expertly, essentially define, in some capacity, I suppose, what's been going on more recently, what's been going on across a longer period of time, for which I've had diagnoses and I've had treatment, but none of it's really worked. And presumably he's going to suggest a new course of action, which, given how things have and haven't worked in the past, is really going to be potentially the start of a new chapter of some form. Since the darkest place of last week, I haven't been as bad as that for about the last 2, 3, 4 days. I've had moments where I've dipped as low, but I've not stayed there for as long. I've had moments where my inclination has been to not distract, and I don't mean distract in the way that work and a lot of mental or practical stuff distracts in a bad way. I mean distract in a way that means that you don't just want to sit still and essentially languish or stagnate in what I would describe as non-feelings. It's not even like feelings. I mean, that's the part of it that's so debilitating. It's not even a strongly identifiable feeling. It's just a sense, it's a coat, it's a sag, it's a weight, it's a pressure, which if you allow it, a bit like a paperweight, just allows, if you allow the paperweight to if you're the piece of paper in the analogy, it just keeps you in one place without actually, do you know what I mean, exerting active control. It's just already there-ness. And that's the bit that's really odd. I mean, obviously I'm interested to know and see the parallels in how workaholism, I guess, and everything else, and keeping busy and all that sort of stuff has replaced alcoholism and addictions and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I feel very nervous. I feel very anxious. I feel very emotional about what this could mean. I want answers for my family, and if I'm honest, I want answers for my family before I even necessarily want answers for myself. That's been the story of everything, really. I'll talk to you on the other side. But thanks again for all of your messages. Thank you.
So it's a little sum up of our holiday, a little sum up. Have you had a lovely time? We've had its ups and downs. We've had our ups and downs. I think all the kids have had to get rid of a bit of stuff that's gone on for them post-pandemic. So, but it's like I said to Lisa, that's part of going away on holiday. You have to sort shit out that's been going on in your head. So we've had a bit of that, but we've had a lot of laughs. It's been so lovely being there. Wow, it's so lovely dresses. Look at her, she's such a shopper. But we really feel very strongly that we must tell you about West Beach Bar and Kitchen. I'm just going to turn around and show you it. So it's underneath that, and that's it. Okay, remember it. And the reason we want to tell you about it is we know, staff were lovely, very young waiters, very, very sweet. The food was diabolical and really expensive. Like, we went in thinking, we're having fry-ups are expensive, full English. But none of us wanted beans, none of us wanted black pudding, none of us wanted hash browns. Guess what? You can't exchange it. and you have to pay £1.50 if you want toast with your breakfast,
And
there's no tea
butter.
included, and no butter.
No butter on the
So
toast.
I really want to say to you guys, don't go there. You'll be ripped off and you'll be disappointed. So there you go. I even told the lovely girl, she goes, how was it? I said, the food was terrible, darling. I said, you were fantastic, we loved the stop, but the food was terrible. She went, I'm so sorry about that, and then charged us the full amount. I mean, I actually wasn't looking for a discount. That wasn't why I said it.
But they're so young that they don't think, right, customer service, let's deal with this. We're sorry about it, give you a discount, or anything.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
It was really bad, really bad. Her egg was crispy.
Have gone ahead because they don't want
us to complain. But that's the other weird thing, isn't it? Why shouldn't we be allowed to? I really don't like it when people are rude and complain in a rude way.
No.
But I absolutely think if you're being totally ripped off, you should say it. What do you think, Subs?
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. That has been, hang on. Sometimes recording these things isn't just about, it's about potentially showing the reality of the fun we have, but also some of the things we go through. And I'm sorry about the lens. Hold on. Seconds ago, because there'll probably just be a graphic saying Mark went to the psychiatrist or something really imaginative like that. So after a proper assessment, I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 2, with also ADD. And this has many different this has set off many different ricocheting thoughts. He also said that he charted through my life and all of my behaviour and all of my moods and highs and lows and what have you, from child up to now. He talks about it being genetic. He talked about the fact that I didn't realise that bipolar is a literal brain thing. It's not a sort of hormonal thing. He said that's why the SSRIs, the citalopram and the citrulline and all that won't have worked. He said it's why I'm getting this lightheaded disassociation feeling at the moment. He said because it's literally apparently I didn't realise it. Bipolar sits on the epileptic kind of spectrum or something. The drugs they use are something along those lines. But he did say, and this is the bit that I'm sort of struggling with a lot, and I've spoken to Nads and Michelle and got such sweet messages from the girls, is the idea that if he'd caught this or had been diagnosed with this many years before, so much turmoil and distress could have been avoided. And so naturally, at the age of 50, you look back over your life and you think of all the circumstances or situations that happened that maybe didn't need to happen or could have been prevented. Or, I mean, I know one can't cry over spilt milk, but when you're told quite emphatically that this is something that is great when you intercept it at an earlier age, which is puts us in mind of all of our children. It does make you not cry over spilt milk, but it makes you, you just reconsider things. You think, would those things have perhaps been easier? Could I have accomplished those things with less stress? Could I have not hurt myself and others in that way if I'd had more understanding? And so on and so forth. So I'm in a bit of a state of rerunning my life at the moment, and that's quite difficult. So anyway, I just need to wait and hear from him regarding medication and how to treat the bipolar before then attending to the ADD. I'm in a state of shock.
So, last time you saw me, I was in Brighton, got home, repacked, and now I'm in London, in Soho, because Mark booked us ages ago a really nice hotel for our anniversary. And Mark's asleep. He got his diagnosis today, and it's been a big day. So he's having a little sleep before we go out for dinner later. And I just want to turn the camera around and show you this lovely room. So this is the door. This is the cupboard. Now, Mark, when you come to edit this, don't take this out, because people love to see in hotel rooms, and you'll go, oh, this is boring. And it's not boring. Look, get nice cushioned hangers. Look, I've actually hung my stuff up. Lisa would be proud. This Mark's dirty old shoes. And then we go into the bathroom. Double sinks. Isn't it lovely? Nice smelly bits. Mark's a bit upset because there's no bath. He loves a bath. I don't mind a shower. Look at the funky radio. Just going to whisper in here because Mark's asleep. Oh, there's me. Oh, I could do a Kardashian while I'm here. Nice things on the wall. Lovely bed. Lovely desk. Look, Mark's been editing. There we go. I love her in the corner. But look where we are. I just love the view. Oh, let me go around this way. Right on the corner here. Look at that clock. Oh, look, we're in Soho. Look at people down there having a nice time, chatting and giggling, eating and drinking. And here. And then nice chairs. And they did us a lovely little happy anniversary thing there, but I ate it all. It was very small. And here's Mark, but look what he's sleeping on. Look, that's where he could be sleeping, but look what he's sleeping on. The homeopathy kit box. It's got the softest, most gorgeous duck feather cushions, and he's sleeping on the homeopathy box. The homeopathy box. No, it was. Oh, the carpet's lovely and soft. Mini bar. Mini bar. Lots of lovely things. Safe. Look, they even give you Barocca for your hangover. Lots of lovely booze. Anything is. Oh no, there's no bloody iron. Hate it when there's no iron. We're in salad sauce. Is that what this is called?
No,
What's it called?
Mr. G.
Mr. G. We're in a Taiwanese
There it is, over
restaurant,
there.
and it's feeling very New York. We love it. There's lots of people sitting outside, and I always love to sit outside. Today I don't want. I want to sit inside because it makes me feel like I'm abroad. Almost
You're a lady.
anywhere.
You're wearing a lady
I'm a
dress.
lady. So, what the hell is this?
But it comes with a pair of scissors.
Oh my god!
Just get in there.
Why do you have a pair of scissors? Cut a bit off and try it. Tell them what it's like. I don't know which one this is. Everything we've ordered, we haven't really known what it is, have we? Like
I've never ever. I love.
These are Taiwanese crinkle chips.
So I love the idea of using scissors as cutlery.
Try it. With this mayo.
Oh my god. Try that.
So I'm gonna cut it with a pair of scissors. Oh my god, the smell of it, Mark.
Try it.
Oh my god. a total sensation.
Isn't it? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
What was it? We can't remember what it was. Look at you.
Oh, look.
Taiwanese.
Yeah, the crinkle fries.
With chili and garlic. Oh.
This is.
Wow, this is something called a pineapple bun with a chicken thigh fillet burger with chili. Food here is unbelievable. I said it's like a gourmand's KFC.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, here we go.
I think the girls will love it here. So, what have they done to the bun?
I don't know. I don't know how they've done anything they've done. I haven't got a bloody clue.
Nice, isn't it?
So it's early morning in Soho, which is really nice actually for us to wake up in town when we're on our 19th wedding anniversary.
19 is bronze,
Yeah.
tra-la-la.
Because we used to spend an awful lot of time in Soho very drunk. And the weirdest thing is, I've woken up with the worst hangover.
Is that partly because I've been diagnosed with bipolar?
I think it might be. And the fact that I've just been really eating, I've been really comfort eating, we were just talking about it. So I've been overeating, and when you overeat, you do feel hungover like you do with food. But never mind any of that, we're not thinking any of that today. I love you very, very much. My beautiful disaster.
I'd sometimes be in Soho at this time, but I'd have crashed the night at work.
Yeah.
Woken up and wandered out, and there weren't coffee shops back then, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there weren't.
Vicar in shorts, look.
Vicar in shorts. He's a
With a
vicar.
dog collar and everything.
So we're going to find somewhere nice to sit outside, sunny, and have a
in
cup of
Soho,
coffee.
though, you don't know if a vicar in shorts with a dog collar is actually a vicar in shorts with a dog collar.
Might be a weird little kinky thing. A bit of kink. Listen, tomorrow
Yeah.
we're going to go in there, Joe the Juice, because we're going to do a few days of cleansing. Aren't
Cleansing?
we? Yeah.
What are you going to cleanse?
I'm going to cleanse my colon. What are you going to cleanse?
There's artificial flowers everywhere.
To film the artificial flowers, because I know you guys will love them, but he hates them. Go on, try and film them. He's saying to me they won't be hard.
I didn't.
So all the way through Covent Garden, every street, they've got these garlands of flowers. Really beautiful.
Happy anniversary. We've had one coffee. Can explain to the subs what's going on there. Everywhere's closed.
It's really strange. I mean, it's 10:30 and every shop is closed. We think that maybe, we just read there on one shop, it said we're just easing our way out of lockdown. I don't know what that means.
What does rosso pomodoro
So we're doing
mean?
11 till 5. And maybe you're right, maybe they can only pay staff for a certain amount of hours. So
Rosso pomodoro.
Rosso pomodoro
Is that like a
means
red tomato?
Huh? It means exactly a red, because the subs don't know I speak Italian. Rosso pomodoro.
Have you ever Italian?
Mark.
Here you go, Nats. Flowers.
It's so lovely. I love it. Why not? Well, that looks like a nice place. This is a lovely little hidden spot, a secret spot, round the back of Covent Garden. Look at it there. That's the Actors Church, and then there's this little green, and just over there, all those benches. People sitting very quietly. It's a very peaceful little spot.
Lovely.
I'm just going to turn the camera around and imagine living there. How nice. God, right in the centre of Covent Garden, but it's peaceful. There's the church.
Covent Garden is just over there,
It's just
guys.
behind that church, so you can just slip around the back. Yes, you can hear the dumpsters, but you kind of hear them, you don't mind them because you're in this little idyll around the back. So we're having a nice morning just wandering around, but Mark, you're definitely feeling anxious, aren't you? Of course, it's only the day after. You'll all know this by now that Mark got his diagnosis, so it's very odd. It's a very odd feeling, isn't it? Not really knowing what's happening next. We're just going to take it easy, stay in the minute today, and just try and have just a really easy, peaceful day. We might go out to dinner tonight. We've got a lovely restaurant booked, but we're going to see how we feel. We are our own masters today. No kids, no dogs, no work. Just Mark, there's nothing on your back. So Mark's convinced he's just been
I have. Here it is.
Oh, right, okay, well let's go and get some
You're
white.
useless. I keep saying, can you see it on me? And it literally just
It's
went,
good luck.
I looked up and it just, this bar went. So we're just coming out of a beautiful, there it is, the Actors Church.
You've got to come in. The guy that was tending to the garden.
We just had a lovely conversation
Yeah,
with.
we were like, thank you for your garden. The garden's so beautiful. It gave us so much peace. And he said, excuse me, I hope you don't mind me saying this, and I hope you don't feel insulted, but you sound just like that woman off Loose. Wait, no, it's so. I said, what, Nadia? And he said, yeah, I think that's her name. I went, no, it's all right. That is me. So.
Yeah, you shouldn't be insulted.
I'm not actually insulted that you thought
Think I'm
I
me.
was me. That's very funny.
As is.
Shall I buy you something nice in here?
So I've literally been shat on from a great height, literally, and then Nadia was shat on from a great height metaphorically just then.
I hope you don't take this as an insult, but you sound just like that woman.
Do you think he realised he'd offended you?
No, he didn't understand anything of what he'd said.
Oh right, yeah.
How are you?
That's just said hi, Nadia. What's going on? It's ubiquitous
No, but
here.
this is what is so nice about the way people approach me. They always approach me like they know me, which is so nice because it means you're not one of those foo-foo la-la presenters. Yeah.
Who was it?
Hello, Nadia. No, that's how people say hello to me. Should have seen it in Brighton all the time. Oh, hello, Nadia. But they've just seen me a minute before.
Weird, isn't it?
It's so weird. I love it. That's success to me because that means I'm
Approachable.
I'm just like everyone else. I mean, that's all I am. I'm just on the telly then.
You should have smelt the toilet this morning. She's just like everyone else.
Oh, never seen this before. Look. This is new naughtiness. Floozy stuffed cookies.
It's a lot of flour and just a few
I
cookies.
love all the flowers that are everywhere
Do
in
you?
the garden. I love that.
But there's no cookies in
No,
the
there's
window.
a check-in, and all you have to do is to stand there and you've got to check in to the NHS app.
Mads.
We love this place, the Saba. There's a chain. Oh, it's so good.
What's that?
Vegetables are being healthy.
So we're on Wardour Street, watching the world go by. Lots of vans. And what happened in this place? I was
That's where Mark discovered he'd been stabbed in the blues downstairs here when he was blind drunk. What,
Yeah.
30 years ago?
Yeah. And I collapsed in the doorway and was resurrected by the ambulance service.
Resurrected. I said to Mark, I feel like I've been out all night and then I did shots at 4 o'clock in the morning. God, it's so unfair, isn't it, getting old?
If you have, if you are doing it and you're not even aware, like
Maybe in my sleep.
like an American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. Just getting up and going out.
See ya, I'm heading out.
Yay!
See ya.
Mark,
Huh?
so all these other hotels, when they say we're not allowed in because of COVID, they're lying.
Come on, you've got to do a bed dive.
Oh, I don't know if I can now.
You have to.
I think you should do the bed dive.
Anniversary night, and I'm feeling a bit guilty because we've been in watching Hey You. We watched Real Housewives of New York, and we watched, what was the other one we watched?
That's all we've watched.
Oh, that's all we watched. Felt like we watched something else. Anyway, I'm getting a bit stir crazy. What with the diagnosis and shit. Found out that my film's been selected for another film festival.
Yay!
Boom boom shakalaka boom boom. We're going to go out into the night. If you don't ever see us again, this was the last recording. And in our will, girls, just make sure.
Mark, don't say that. We
Make
might end
sure-
up dying.
We love you. Anyway, no, we're just going to go out and get donuts.
Come on, ice cream.
Ice cream. And I'm wearing a great t-shirt. It's a trap. Don't grow up. Never grow up. just don't grow up. Nads hasn't.
I really haven't.
She hasn't. Look, she's wearing a nightie
Everyone's
out.
always telling me I should.
Have
I'm wearing my what?
Your nightie?
It's not my nightie.
What is it?
It's a dress.
Oh, you got knickers on.
Mark!
So remind the subs of the shots of London when it was empty.
Look at this. They're all racing. I was just saying to Mark, it's the strangest feeling. Actually feels like we're abroad.
Doesn't it?
Because it's so warm.
But it's raining on us.
Everywhere there are people having the time of their lives, which we haven't seen. We haven't been in town. We haven't seen people having the time of their lives. And we haven't been in this weather. So I feel like I've flown to another land without realising. Oh, that's what we were supposed to be seeing a week before we went into lockdown. We booked for this.
6. There you go. Look at it.
This is incredible because, of course, all these roads used to just be open for cars.
And not many though.
This is Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Not a Saturday night, on Wednesday.
And a pretty woman. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Oh, and a nice cup of tea.
thank you so much. Thank you. God, when you think back to 19 years ago, how would we have sat at an anniversary? We'd have had
Cup of tea and a coffee.
I'm a cup
We'd
of
have
tea.
been out there on the road.
I'm having tea and cake.
This is ludicrous. Well, you wouldn't be doing this now if you weren't with me, would you? You'd be getting drunk.
No, I don't. What was my all I want to do is get drunk.
What do you like? Having a drink.
I could have a drink right now if I want. I've got a hotel room full of drink. I don't want
That's
to drink.
What?
Bit weak.
That makes me think of Goldfinger. You know when the woman gets sprayed?
Oh, I love that. As a kid, I was absolutely captivated.
Mesmerised by that scene, weren't you?
Because you need to leave one tiny bit. I remember talking so that the skin could breathe. We are reluctantly going home.
I think we should have this colour on one of our walls.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'd be
it's
totally up
blue.
for that. We don't want to go home. It's also cushioned and lovely and
so
luxury
nice.
here.
Oh.
But we're feeling better by saying at least we had
Yeah, exactly.
the privilege to come here for one night.
Yeah.
So, back home.
Hey?
I don't want to go home to a dirty kitchen floor and a pile of washing and dishwasher filled and the sink filled with stuff and the dogs running around.
It's nice to see London
And
though.
emails that we've got to do.
We've seen London.
Yeah, we've seen London. No, I mean, it's been a blessing. That's what we have to think.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave this luxurious place.
There's a meadow right next to you. Look. There's a meadow.